Saudi Arabia's King Salman's decision to not attend President Obama's summit later this week appears to be having a ripple effect. It is today's Page One story, and here with more analysis is Wall Street Journal reporter Jay Solomon from our bureau in Washington. Jay, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So, Jay, as recently as Friday, King Salman was expected to join 6 other rulers at the Camp David summit later this week, correct? Do we know why he pulled out?
I mean, it's really complicated. Literally, the White House was briefing on Friday that Salman not only was coming to the summit, that he was going to have a bilateral meeting with President Obama before the summit on Wednesday. And Secretary Kerry met with the Saudi foreign minister in Paris on Friday, also to sort of discuss the agenda for the summit. And U.S. officials said everything seemed to be A-OK on Friday as far as the ruler attending. And Sunday they put out a press release saying he wasn't coming. The Crown Prince was coming in his place. And the Arab officials I've talked to said basically that when the agenda itself was presented to the Saudi government of what exactly would be discussed, they didn't feel it was going far enough as far as addressing the main issues that Saudi Arabia is worried about, i.e. mainly Iran and its nuclear program and efforts to stop Iranian aggression or activities in the region. So on Sunday they said he's not coming. The Crown Prince is coming instead. And then Bahrain's monarch also said he wasn't attending. So it's embarrassing for the White House. You have 6 monarchies, of which only 2 of the rulers are showing up.
And which are those 2?
Some of it is health.
Right. Well, they are elderly. Some of them are elderly. But which 2 rulers out of the 6 invited are confirmed to attend at this point?
The emirs of Qatar and Kuwait are confirmed. The Crown Prince of the United Arab Emirates is coming. And to be fair, he basically runs the country because the ruler is too sick. The Sultan of Oman has also been in Germany getting health treatment, so he's not coming, and a lower level official is going. So only the emirs of the 2 of Qatar and Kuwait are confirmed to be in Camp David on Thursday.
So that's 2 not coming, 2 coming. What about the others? Do we know anything yet?
Well, we know basically we know everyone. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is coming. The Crown Prince of the UAE is coming. I think it's the Deputy Prime Minister of Oman, the Emirs of Qatar and Kuwait. I'm not sure who Bahrain is sending. Actually, I do. It's the Crown Prince of Bahrain as well. So it's, I mean, on the one hand, you could spin it positively as saying, younger generation Arab rulers rather than these 80-year-old monarchs are attending, which in some ways they might be grounded more on the day-to-day stuff. But the fact that Saudi Arabia is the most powerful country in that region, it's the kind of the leader of the Arab states. The fact that the White House presented him as coming and now pulling back is definitely a signal that they're not happy where U.S. policy is going right now.
Absolutely. Now, the summit does happen later this week. What exactly is at stake here for the White House, and what are the things you'll be listening for?
I mean, the White House has this agreement with Iran that they're trying to conclude by the end of June, the nuclear agreement, which would basically curtail some of Iran's nuclear activities in exchange for the lifting of the sanctions against them. The Arab states are very worried. They think this is going to further empower Iran by opening floodgates to new money. A lot of the nuclear infrastructure will remain. So that the summit has been really much focused on addressing these concerns amongst the Arab states. Ways to do that have been discussed, or some sort of new security guarantees. Secretary Kerry raised the possibility of them becoming like non-NATO member allies. So it was a mixture of security guarantees and arms deals as a way to possibly assuage the Arabs of their concerns. I think as these meetings go forward, we'll be looking for any kind of statements of security commitment from the president, any talk of additional arms sales, and also the Arab states really want more of a commitment from the White House to support their kind of regional battle with Iran, which is playing out in Syria, where the Iranians are the biggest supporter of the Assad regime, and the Saudis and these other Arab states are trying to sort of support rebel groups. You've seen it in Yemen, where the Saudis are launching airstrikes against a political rebellion that they say is funded by Iran. So I think that's the other statement that I'm looking for, is what type of commitments the president will make as far as supporting the Arab states in their regional conflict with Iran.
All right, Jay Solomon in Washington, thank you for that.